Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Lynn and I'm the owner of Matcha Money. I use the cash envelope method to manage my finances as well as maintain a healthy relationship with money. And in this video, I'm actually going to be unstuffing and restuffing my refresh savings challenge. This video is actually a late upload. As you can see, I still have my winter setup still out in this video, but I wanted to show you guys my intentions with using this savings challenge. When I stuffed each paycheck, I typically chose specific envelopes to stuff, and then on top of that, I would stuff a small amount of the paycheck into the refresh savings challenge. So I ended up completing it in December of 2025. And now that I have the full $1,500, I'm just going to be reallocating them to each of my envelopes, but this time with larger amounts than I typically stuff compared to my paychecks. So this savings challenge was pretty small, but it was 100% doable to be doing alongside my binder system. The amount that I stuff past bills and necessities isn't very much, but after having finished the savings challenge, it does feel like a bit of a relief to have the extra money to go into those envelopes. Even though I could have stuffed this in those envelopes in the first place, I kind of wanted to give myself that experience of stuffing a few hundred at a time, because when you're only saving 200 to 400 a paycheck and you have to spread it across like emergency fund, car maintenance, household items, things like that, it ends up feeling like you're spending more than you're saving, or that you're not saving at a fast enough rate. Doing it this way also allows me to stuff as minimally as possible and to put larger amounts into what's more important without feeling like I'm not able to spend on myself. So yeah, however you want to look at it, I think that doing savings challenges overall will give you the experience to stuff a larger amount than what you're typically used to. But I would recommend stuffing a savings challenge that is much larger than what your typical paycheck or monthly income would be. So this savings challenge is reusable. As you can see, I can erase the markings that I colored in. I just used some hand sanitizer to wipe it off. It works best if you use a wet erase marker as opposed to the dry erase marker. So I am going to be using this a few more times. I wanted to see what it would be like if I didn't stuff my envelopes and just solely stuffed the savings challenge itself. I wanted to see how quickly I could run through it. So in the following paychecks, I will solely be stuffing the refresh savings challenge. And then if I end up going through it quickly enough, I will start to move on to a larger savings challenge. And that is what my $1,500 in cash looks like. And the savings challenge is now a blank slate. So starting off with my primary sinking funds binder, I will say I don't think I planned out my amounts or what envelopes I was planning to stuff. So I kind of will be going back and forth in this video between binders. But of course, starting off with emergency fund, I'm adding 500 to this envelope. The next major envelope that I want to stuff is in my family sinking funds binder, which is my son's savings. And for this envelope, I'm adding 500 to this as well. And for the last major envelope that I'm stuffing, it's going to be in my special occasions binder. This envelope that I'm stuffing is one that I actually haven't stuffed at all, basically, and it's the wedding envelope. This one I actually had a lot of fun making, and now I'm going to be stuffing this pretty often just because the time is getting near. And for this envelope, I'm stuffing 200 into it. Now, this is where I realized I was going to go back and forth. So, back into my primary sinking funds binder, I'm stuffing $30 into household. Toiletries gets $30 as well. And home gets $30 as well. Next, I stuffed $30 into coffee bar. And then Montessori room gets $50. Car maintenance is getting $30. Travel is getting $20. And that is everything that I stuff into this binder. Jumping back into my special occasions binder, I stuff one envelope, which is the Christmas envelope, and this gets filled with the rest of these bills. And I was trying to stuff as much as I could because this was actually before Christmas. Luckily, we actually didn't spend too much on Christmas gifts, besides my son's, because we got him his play couch. But I also supplemented that with the Montessori room fund. So everything else in this went to our Christmas tree because we always get a real one every year, but also other gifts and some Christmas decor. And since this is the last that I'm stuffing, that's the end of this video. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments if this is something that you would do or how would you use the savings challenge yourself. If you like this content, give this video a like and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.